Hi guys,
Welcome back.
we're Nerds with Guns. Today we have a special treat. What are we doing, Sean?
We are doing the Hellcat.
Ooh.
Small and dangerous.
Ooh.
Ooh. Like me.
Meow. Well, not about you, about the gun, meow.
Right.
But, I mean, it's gorgeous. It really is. It's a good looking gun. Yeah, I know that sounds weird, but it looks good. As anybody who's watched any of our old videos knows, I've got a scar that runs halfway through my hand and is still very sensitive, being so new still. And by new, I mean it's, what, like, maybe less than a year old?
About a year.
No, because it happened, yeah, about a year. Okay, about a year old. So it still gets very tender.
But Hellcat comes with an extended magazine.
It does. And when I'm holding it, it sits just halfway through that scar, just a little. It runs right through it, just enough to be irritating for someone with that scar. If it wasn't for the scar, I wouldn't have a problem with it, because I mean it's got the forward finger textured grip for here. Okay, so you know where you're resting your fingers, and then. I mean, seriously, it's got a flatter trigger. This one's definitely got the flatter trigger, as I like.
It's the safety as well.
Yes, it's the Glock style safety.
Yeah.
But before we get any further, let's give a big shout out to Springfield Armory. Thank you guys so much for this opportunity. We really appreciate it, and we were very happy to be able to help you on reviewing the Hellcat. I love the sights. Very similar to my Mod 2s.
Yeah.
It's got the night sights in the front, but this one comes with the U sights in the back. But it's got the tritium in the front. You know, that superhero weakness stuff. So it's a little bit of an adjustment when we go to the range.
Yeah.
But you know what? Honestly, the look, the feel. I like it.
It's a good weight, and fully loaded. It's not like
it would be a lot heavier. It feels good. I mean, we're only gonna be running 115 grain through it.
Yeah,
just because it's a good target load for me.
To me, it's balanced. It's accurate, and it's small.
Yeah, very small. So this is definitely their CCW, and this is definitely CCW intended or CHL intended, concealed handgun license, depending on where you're from.
But if you have big mitts like this guy, you might have a little trouble with the grip.
Just a little bit, and it's only because of that scar, though. Other than that, I mean, it wouldn't bother me because, like you said, it literally, you've got a place for your pinky. Most small pistols, your pinky does this all day long. And if you're going to the range, man, you're shooting like this, it's going to rub on the pinky and it does feel good. This sits just, I mean, I've got a really good grip on there, you know?
Yeah.
So, it's good. Action's very tight. But I like that though. I like a real nice tight action, you know. The trigger on it. Let's talk about the trigger.
The trigger is a bit heavy.
It's heavy, but there's compared to the Mod 2, it's got a very short wall in it, you know.
Yeah, it is. It's not like
it's not a real long draw.
Yeah, it's not like you pull and then you hit the click, you kind of hit a wall.
Yeah, and I like that. I personally love that about Springfield.
Yeah.
I really do. And so, trigger weight.
Cool.
It is tight, yeah, very tight. But again, brand new. But I like that. If for what this is intended for, God forbid you ever have to make that choice. I like a little weight right there.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you pause for a second. Honestly, I think this would be a great one for anybody with maybe smaller hands. Even if you got big hands, just make sure you don't have the carpal tunnel scar in your hand, and you'll be all right. Even then, you'll be fine. Trust me, it doesn't hurt.
It'd be good for small frame people.
It would. It'd be great for that. You know, young ladies. Yeah. This would fit in a clutch, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, barely, but You know, but the tote bags you guys carry around, not to be rude,
Right.
make sure you get it in the same pocket every time, you know, and then you're golden.
See, I got smaller hands, and even to me, it's just a touch too small.
But it wasn't uncomfortable either.
It wasn't uncomfortable. It's definitely more comfortable with the extended mag.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We did a few with the short mag, but
Yeah, short mag.
yeah, and then the extended here side by side. Not much of a difference, but just enough to help.
Yeah.
We are going to try and keep this video quick. We will be doing a second video with some other perspectives other than mine and Sean's, or Sean's and mine, I should say. But honestly, I like it. You know, it's got a nice little indicator right there, so you know you're not sure. You know, you can peek in and look, or you can do the responsible adult thing and. But yeah, but seriously, that trigger is just it's got a good weight to it. I like the extra weight on that trigger.
Yeah. So the standard mag holds 10 rounds.
Isn't that 11?
No, I'm sorry, 11 rounds. And the extended mag holds 13.
So you have 11 plus 1 and 13 plus 1.
Which is insane.
For a gun that size? Oh my god, no kidding. I will say though, if you do prefer the extended mags, get a second one if you like to carry more than one. Don't carry two mags of two different sizes. It's not generally a good idea.
This comes with one of each.
Yeah.
You definitely want two of the same.
You always want two of the same, and I know that sounds kind of crazy. Well, I'm not, you know, a burnt spy from a certain show a few years ago where I'm counting rounds, but it's important to know what you have. So you think to yourself, okay, which one do I have in here in an emergency situation is going to help? If you carry consistently, you want the same. Once you squeeze the trigger a few times, tell me what you think.
I like the trigger. I like that it is, you know, you pull the trigger and then you kind of feel when it's going to happen, but you don't want to anticipate it too much.
Mm-hmm.
So then you hit that wall and you're like, okay, it's any minute, and then it shoots.
Yep. And when you're shooting, especially if you're practicing, it should surprise you because you're slowly squeezing the trigger. And honestly, for me, if I would have gone for my CHL or CCW, whatever you want to call it, we'll just stick with CCW for simplicity's sake.
Right.
I'd have been fine taking this. Later, when the video comes up to the range, we're shooting at standard testing distance for Ohio, which is 15 feet to qualify. I know that seems very short, but that's what they have it as. That's what we're shooting this at because that's what this is intended for. I mean, let's talk about some other stuff. I don't have any holsters for it right now, but I mean, no printing at all. I mean, there's
you could easily
here there's a little bit of printing, but if you just tucked this,
yeah, you definitely wouldn't see the waistband.
sorry about all that nastiness there, but it's gone. You can't see it. I'm a bit of a bigger guy, no doubt, but even I mean, you have to like, and you get a little corner. You know, you got to really freaking pull that down, and then you get a little bit. But other than that, I mean,
very low profile.
Very low profile. I dig it. I really do. I think they knocked this one out of the park for what it is.
I agree.
For a gun so small, I think they knocked it out of the park. Springfield, good job on this.
Yep.
One other thing about this though that, just
it ejects well.
It you know
fires well.
We shoot the cheapest ammunition I can get in bulk.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we're shooting some nasty ammunition. We really are.
Yeah.
But if anybody out there wants to sponsor us for ammunition, we'll shoot better. But
or enough that we can practice.
right. But you know what? I'll tell you what. Springfield, good job on this. Seriously, it's a beautiful piece. We are going to be doing a second video. Just a heads up. I don't know if I already said this or not. Okay, but we will be doing a second video, more breakdowns. I'm going to get my mother actually to shoot it and see what she thinks. She's not very big into guns. She likes the 6-shooter 22s. We're going to put this in her hands and see how well she does. But that'll be in our next video. Today we're just doing about a 15-minute breakdown. So
Well,
The next one will be.
What would you get this
Stripping.
overall?
You know what? Because I love the mod 2 so much, I'm gonna have to give this an 8 out of 10 for me.
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
For me, I would say probably a 9.
9?
Yeah.
You know what that means?
That gets
Gets a seal of approval.
Yep.
The Nerds of Guns
seal of approval.
Yeah, Nerds with Guns seal of approval. My goodness, I can't English today. I'm sorry about that. But for this, you know what? Again, good job, Springfield. It's beautiful. It's sleek.
I believe this is the 579 one.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. But you know what? I'm blown away. Good job, guys. Let's show some footage of the range. First mag. The exact problem I thought was gonna happen for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, my hand doesn't like it too much. But it's actually a pretty solid shooter. It feels really good. Impression after shooting it. For me, just because of my hand, it's not as comfortable as, like I said, the Mod 2 was for me. But all in all, for what it's supposed to be, it's a very small CCW. For me, I like it. It's a solid shooter. I'm just a little more off than I figured I would be today. But seriously though, solid shooter. I like it. You're up. Okay, first mag at standard self-defense. According to Ohio, 15 feet. First mag for Sean of Nerds with Guns. Let's take a look. Way low. There we go. So many rounds. First impressions, man, I'm in love with it. Feels good in my hand, shoots great. I'm shooting low for whatever reason. I like it. I think it's time to have some fun with the Hellcat. Yes, sir. Hey guys, let's wrap this up real quick. Just to quick shout out Springfield Armory. Thank you guys for making this possible. Thank you for letting us review this. Again, good job on this. We also got to thank our new friends.
Our new friends down at Great American Shooting Sports.
Thank you for letting us use your range this evening. We shoot there all the time. Friendly staff, and you don't usually deal with any casings under your feet either.
They're also rifle rated.
Yes, they are, which is a huge help. So keep an eye out for our second Hellcat video. And thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.